Welcome to my 25th Python course. In this course, we're going to be working with classes and objects, which is also known as object-oriented programming in Python. In object-oriented programming language, object is simply a collection of data, which is variables, and methods, which is functions that act on those data. With that being said, so let's just get started with this course. So let's begin to create our first class in Python by typing a class keyword, then the name you want to give to your class. So let's say class person. So when you click on enter, this is going to be indented by itself, which is these 4 spaces, just in case if you're not using a PyCharm. So this is 4 spaces. You have to give 4 spaces for this. Now, and note that this P start with uppercase P. That is Python naming convention. A class must start with uppercase. So class person, then inside of this class, we can write some statement, that is some codes inside of this class. So first, let's create some attributes. So let's say name is equal to always appear, and let's say age should be equal to 18, like this, and we can say personality should be equal to, so let's just say beta. Oh, this must be a string. So in this case, outside of this class, we can instantiate this person class by making it as a variable. So let's say that p1 is equal to person. Now these two parentheses, we are using it to instantiate the person class. So p1 is equal to person, which simply means that I can use this p1 to access all the attributes inside of this class. These are the attributes, these are the properties like this. So if I should print p1 dot name, now let's run this code. I have always appear, which is this name given here. And the thing is, you can make this another variable like this. If you don't want to use p1, you can use any other thing. You can say person1, you can say x, you can use y, you can just use anything you want. So p1 is equal to person, but this must not start with a number. This is just by naming a variable. This is gonna give you error. You can use underscore like this, underscore like this. You can use underscore 1. Now this is how to name a variable in Python. So let's just stick with p1 for now. So p1.name, print p1.age. Yeah, we got age there, and also print p1.personality. So if I should run this code, my output is always appear 18 and also better. I can cut this like this and paste it here. I'm going to get always appear better and also 18. Now let's run this code. Now we have this. Now the usefulness of class is that we created a person1, which simply means that we can also create a person2. So let's say p2 is equal to person by instantiating the person class. Then p2.age should be equal to, we can set this to be 19, p2.name, let's say Mary Alice, p2.personality should be equal to, let's say personality is great, like this. Then print p2.name, let's print this in one print function, p2.age, and also p2.personality. So I'm going to have this Mary Alice 19 and also great. So this is what a class does. Now let's move to this app.py and redo this thing there with a method. You don't have a clue of what a method is for now, but let's just move on. So this is just a normal class attribute. So let's move to app.py and create a person class again, class person. Then after creating this class person, we can create a function like this, def walk. Now I said a function, yeah, but it is a method if it is inside a class. Like this, if you are creating this, so let's def run. This is a function because it's not inside a class, but if it is inside a class, it is a method. Accurate. So let's clear this off and continue. Our class is an object. So we have this def walk. We define a method for a person, which is walk attribute. So, and also we have this self by default, which allow to access our method and also attribute. So let's clear this off. Let's create some methods. So let's say def get info like this. Now the self is added by default. That is the work of PyCharm, which is IntelliSense and also PEP. So def get info, I can return something to the screen. So let's use a formatted string there. My name is, so self.name, and I am self.age years old, like this. So in this case, I have this method created with a return value. Now, let me go outside of my class and instantiate the person class. So for now, let's use person1 to be equal to person, like this. Then print person1 dot get info. Like this. If we should print this like this, we are going to run into error because we do not have anything like name inside of this class. So we have to create this outside by saying that person1 dot name is equal to always appear. Then person1 dot age is equal to 18. Yeah, I'm 18 years old. So print person1 dot get info. Right here, we're going to get my name is always appear and I am 18 years old. So let me run my app.py. Now I have this. My name is always appear and I am 18 years old. Yeah, I'm using a print function because I am using this return keyword. If this is print, like this, print, so I have changed this back to print. Now I've removed the return keyword. So after changing this back to print, if I should run this code, I'm going to get this output with a none on that display. So let's run this code. I have my name is always appear and I am 18 years old with this none, which simply means that if I should return this print function, I'm just going to get my name is always appear and I'm 18 years old. This is function in Python. You can go back to Python tutorial 14 to know how this works. So my name is always appear and I'm 18 years old. So you can decide to use whatever you want. Instead of using this print function, you can use your return keyword and use your print function outside. So that is just the case. So let's say return like this. Then if I should run this code, I'm going to get nothing because I'm not printing what I returned. So let me print this. Print person1 dot get info. Now I have my name is always appear and I am 18 years old. So let's create another method. Def walk Now this is a self. It helps us to access the attribute and also the method inside a class. Def walk self, then I can print. So let's just use the print function here without using the return keyword. So we can just call like that person1.walk without adding the print function. So print a formatted string like this, self.name can walk because he or she is self.age, like this. So let me come here and print person1 dot walk, which is this method. So in this case, if I should run this code, I'm going to get always appear can walk because he or she is 18. We can also add a condition. So let's see if self.age is less than, so let's say is less than 2 years. So this is going to return something like this. Print cannot walk yet because he or she is self.age. Then we can make this else and use this print function here. So let me create my person2 class and give this h2 and let's see what the output will be. So person2 is equal to person by instantiating the class, then person2 dot name is equal to Mary Alice, and person2 dot age is equal to, we said less than 2 years, so let's just give it 1.5, a year and 6 months. So person2 dot walk, here I'm going to get Mary Alice cannot walk yet because he is 1.5. So let me just add years here, like not to make it weird for the user that is using our app. So let me print person2 dot get info in this case. So I have to print this because I'm returning something there. Print. Now, yeah, my name is Mary Alice and I am 1.5 years old. So this is just all for these basic classes in Python. We are still going to be moving forward, like we're going to be working with polymorphism, inheritance, constructors, stuffs like that. So thanks for watching and I'll see you guys in my next cast.